Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this: throw away your to-do list. So this is a conversation that I had literally about 5 or 6 hours ago with a couple of clients, and this has come up. If you notice when I talk about clients and coaching and topics that come up, these are things that typically are coming up on with different people at different times on probably at least a monthly basis, and this one is that of time management. And if you haven't already, head on over to commitandgo.com and you can get the free Time Mastery program. It's going to help you in this process of time management. And obviously, if you have questions, I want you to reach out to me and ask. I'll do whatever I can to help you. Free program here, folks. No catch. It's a free program for you. But the thing is that as we're having this conversation, the particular couple I'm talking about today is they told me last week how they had things organized for a specific day and like time and how long it was going to take to do things, and they were like incredibly successful at getting things done. And then they asked the question, which always happens when people get a bunch of shit done, is they go, what the hell have we been doing with our time? Like, once you get organized and structured, it's like, what am I doing with my time? Where am I wasting time in my life? And yet I'm a person who's running around saying I don't have enough time. Some of you listening are that person. You say, oh, I don't have enough time to get stuff done. You tell me to get up and do a morning ritual. I don't have time for it. You tell me to do X, Y, go date my wife or date my spouse. I don't have time for it. And it's a matter of, I can promise you, after almost 20 years of teaching people how to schedule and get organized and structured in their life, you have time. You just don't see it right now. And so that's why the Time Mastery program is so important, because you go and you actually fill out a calendar and you see what you're doing day in and day out. But there's more to it, because after I put together a schedule, I need to know what I'm working on. And so many people don't do a schedule and they live by a to-do list. So they literally walk around and they kind of cross things off, and you get to the end of the day like, oh, I did so good. I washed my underwear today. Yay, today's a great day. And like, you didn't do anything that really moved the needle. And that's what a to-do list typically becomes for people. Now, there are tasks that you need to get done, absolutely. But there's a to-do list and then there's a purpose list. And the purpose and productivity list is what are the things that are going to move the needle in your life. Like, when you look at today and where you're at, what are the things you can do today and tomorrow? And you hear this from me from podcasting. You hear me every day. I'm talking about what's a specific task you can do right now. Take action in the next 7 days. Take action today. And it's like, why? Because I know that if you start to take these actions, you can create momentum in your life. But for some of you, you even listen and you go, oh, I don't know when I can do that tomorrow. Like, I have so much I have to get done. But in reality, if you looked at a schedule, if you were creating a schedule, you could take the things that are important and plug them into the schedule. Then you wake up tomorrow and you look at the schedule and you follow the plan, like your outlined plan of what it's going to take to be productive today. And so what I shared with them today is I said, look, scheduling, they know they need to be doing it. They've dove in on it before, never made it a priority. And I can tell you that when people start to make it a priority, boom, they see productivity go up. But today what I gave them is I said, I want you to take the productivity list. This is something that I created on an email years ago. Again, a time hack. I went and I found a time management hack because I wanted to make sure I was getting the important things done. So I literally sit with this. I fill this thing out. I have it on email. I've actually put one together in a Word document. If you want it, this is not an opt-in thing. This is send me an email at drtroy@commitandgo.com and simply put productivity form. Put that in the subject line and I will send this to you. And it's just literally, I've put together some of the important things that I know I need to be focusing on a daily basis, and I fill it out. And after I'm done filling it out, I take those things so that I'm very clear. When I look at them, I should see that these are items that are going to move the needle in my life, in my health, in my relationship. And I take these items and then I slide them into my schedule. Now, if you're not a person that schedules, it's okay, because this becomes your new, quote unquote, I wish you could see, I just did air quotes. I don't know why I did air quotes, you can't even see me. But this becomes your new, quote unquote, did air quotes again, this becomes your new to-do list. You literally carry this around with you through the course of a day and of a week, and you will have things that are listed on here that are the priority items that are going to move the needle in your life. And that's what you need to be working on. If you want to be more productive, if you want to increase your income at work, and you want to increase your relationship at home, and you want to increase the relationship with your kids, and you want to increase your overall health and well-being, you have to be specific on what it's going to take to get there, and to be able to look at a plan, and when you look at it, you go, wow, I do these things this week, and I'm going to have a killer week. It is just going to be kick ass. And that's the beauty of filling this out, is that 9 times out of 10, you're going to look at this and go, wow, that is a strong week. I do just those things on the list. I'm going to kick ass. And there is a miscellaneous spot, so you can take the things that might be on a to-do list, and you can go ahead and drop them in on that bottom part in the miscellaneous part, so you don't, it's not like you don't need to get things. You do need to pick up your kids. You do need to do laundry. You can only turn your underwear inside out once. Okay, you can only get away with that once. So you do need to do laundry. You do need to pick up food because you do have to eat. And so those things are important. But what's so incredibly, critically important here is that you look at the items that are going to move the needle in your life, in your health, in your relationships, and you're just taking these action steps daily in each area. They don't have to be this massive leap. It just has to be a step. When you start to take these steps day in and day out, go listen 2 weeks ago, you start to create the victory stack, and you start to stack up these victories throughout the course of a week, and you win, and then you refocus and you do it again on Monday, and you start all over again. The amount of time that it takes to prepare this weekly is next to nothing, maybe 15 minutes on max, 20 minutes for some of you. If you're going to schedule it, then I have to put it into the schedule. That takes a little bit more time. But the more you're willing to front end load this and put the effort and energy into creating a plan, the more likely you are to follow that plan in the week. We've heard it a million times before. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And this merely sets you up to have greater success on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. So again, if you want this document, simply email me, Dr. Troy, DRTROY, @commitandgo.com. Put in the subject line, productivity form. I'm going to send it off to you. Otherwise, hey, if you want to dive in on the scheduling aspect of it, go to the website, www.commitandgo.com. You're going to click on the opt-in for Time Mastery Program. It is the first part that you'll see. As far as an opt-in, you're going to go right to a page where you get to fill out your name and your email address, and it is going to give you your credentials to be able to dive into this program. It's that easy. So I'm setting you up for some wins here, folks. I merely hope that you will take advantage of it. So that's all I've got for you here today. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, please rate and or review this podcast. And finally, if you need anything from me, simply send me an email, drtroy@commitandgo.com. I'm here to help you to truly, truly, truly work in this life of having it all. That's all I've got for you here today. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time.